skill on both sides. We've got the ALS 1v1 tournament winner on one side, and then we've got crowd favorite Im Kandy there in the mid lane. So it's like you on both sides you got a whole lot of back and forth in terms of like the skill and how this can play out.
Absolutely, for sure. Browns, you seem a little hesitant to choose, maybe a little 50-50. What do you think? Either team can take this one down?
I think either team can take it, but like I've been following Jeremy Flip for a while, so I like his attitude. I like the confidence that he brings to the table, but I don't want him to win.
But you don't want him to win?
I don't want him to win.
True. So you're gonna go with Aint Kandy, eh? Team Aint Kandy. Alright, that's true competition at its finest. For the casters, once again, as we are split up on predictions. But taking a look at some of the bans that have come out, seeing Kandy's LeBlanc taken right off the board, Ajalu's Ezreal as well, targeting that guy's Yasuo. Definitely some solid target bans coming out here, as you could expect.
Kiana being picked up first. I don't think I've seen Kiana at all, like in the past like couple months, even in general when I've been playing this game. I don't think I've seen her.
Yeah, and seeing the 0% win rate there coming through, definitely have not seen. Don't think we've seen a single Kiana game in the ALS, as you were saying. But someone on Team Aint Kandy thinks he's going to whip it out here. Set being locked in now for Jeremy Flip, probably. Obviously, can't be wool out in the jungle, but we've seen Jeremy Flip put so many great performances with this champion during the regular season, so. And we see SJ capping, getting that Lux locked in. Lux banned off of SJ so often during the regular split as well. So definitely good to see her on that champion here.
Oh yeah. I want to see what these next two picks are in response, because there's so much that can come out here between Aint Kandy, Black Oreo Cookies, and the overpowered Ashe. Because Ashe is just like so strong right now. Absolutely love seeing this champion perform well after she's been in the gutter for so long.
Yeah, absolutely, and also could just be also going to be taken off the hands for potentially to be played by Lai Jialu, as there is already lots of chain CC are being picked up on the side of Team Kandy with the set pulls in and the light bindings coming through from Lux. So don't want to see some enchanted crysted arrows tagging in to chain some of those abilities together.
And let's not forget, Lai Jialu's champ pool is very deep. Like I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something crazy out of it. And even like the 200 years champ is still on the table.
Absolutely, I'm surprised we did not see the 200 years ban coming through, but not locked in yet. So not necessarily a 100% priority pick, it seems, for Team Kandy here, as they are actually going to let the second round of bans come through before picking up Aphelios, as Kha'Zix is locked in.
Kha'Zix and Elise as junglers. Now I always like that interaction between them is always like amazing to look at. It's just like Kha'Zix wants to hit isolated targets and even like skirmish in the jungle, but it's like he can't find that against Elise when she's in spider form, because the spiderlings are always there to make sure she's not isolated.
Yeah, absolutely a solid pick there, especially as Kha'Zix was locked in after the Elise, so exasperated, opting just to play into that matchup anyways.
Confidence is unreal.
Kandy still yet to pick his champion, so Syndra definitely taken off the table here as well as Swiss's Fate, both absolutely destructive champions that we've seen Im Kandy whip out. So definitely just trying to target ban him with the last two bans from Team Aint Kandy. An apt strategy, I would say.
Very much so.
Although the Aphelios is still on the table here. We see Ziggs being locked in. Oh, never mind. Ziggs being hovered and then eventually locked in. Do you think that could be a Ziggs bot lane?
It's completely possible. I wouldn't put it past them.
Definitely could be a flex pick here. Could be Ziggs mid or bot. Again, Aphelios still on the table for Team Kandy. They could just be flexing to see and try to get a counter pick here, honestly.
Maybe, that's also completely true, but they're also kind of missing that a lot of like that hardened the side of Team Kandy. So I mean, I don't know what we're looking at here, or what can really get out there, because you're looking at to really hard poke with your Lux and your Ziggs, and if they jump on you, then you've got your set there, and then Kha'Zix to really clean up and cause disruptions everywhere across the map. So I mean, it's an okay comp. I wouldn't put anything like too high on it, but because of the players who are playing them, you really can't count out anything despite the team comp.
So we do see that guy going to be on this Aatrox. Didn't see him whip it out at all during the 1v1 tournament earlier, but despite that, did end up picking up the title of the 1v1 champion. But we'll be seeing a Rumble support, it looks like, which is definitely a solid pick. Don't see it quite as often as other things, but definitely quite an effective champion down there in the bot lane. Oh, and Kandy on Azir. I like this. I really like this. The best highlight I can think of from Im Kandy was him on that Azir play we saw. I think it was in week 3, but either way, Im Kandy, an absolute monster. At most champions he plays, and Azir is definitely in that category.
Chat seems to be thinking that there was a possibility of a troll pick here.
Troll pick. I don't know. Nothing is jumping out as troll to me. I don't know. Yeah, it seems pretty straightforward here. There was a lot of chat in the Discord of whether or not we're going to see some sort of cheeky troll-esque picks coming out from any of the members during the All-Star game. But there is a mystery skin on the line for the winning team, the members of the winning team. So it looks like maybe that was just a little bit of trying to lull some people into a false sense of security, potentially, as both teams looking to pick up the victory. I would like to announce this as well, since we have a second. We are also going to have an All-Star MVP, which will be announced after the game has concluded, and they will be receiving the title, of course, of All-Star MVP for the summer split, as well as a mystery chest instead of a mystery skin. So that also on the line here.
A lot on the line, a lot on the line. Very much ready to see where this ends up. Fun.
Alright, so obviously we did some predictions before we saw the draft. Does anything here make you want to change your mind, or are you still just kind of having the edge towards Ancient Mommy? I know you said you just want to see Team Kandy win, but
no, I think Ancient Mommy's team is still much more well-rounded, in my opinion. I'm assuming that's a Kiana support coming out of XDME. It's or even Rumble support. I don't even know yet. We'll see when we get a champ select, but or loading screen rather. But it's just one of those things where I feel like their comp is just that much better on Team Ancient Mommy, because they've got the wave clear, they've got the engage, they've got like the engage with the Ash arrow, they've got plenty of sustained DPS between the Aatrox and the Ash, and a lot of burst damage coming from the Elise and the Kiana and Rumble, just to bring everything together in team fights. It's just there's so much going for their team comp, and I place a lot of emphasis on the team comp. And although, like, not even accounting for player skill, it's just one of those things where I feel more comfortable putting my trust in Team Ancient Mommy right now.
That's fair. Let's see if we get some chat's opinions here. Are we going to be seeing a Team Ancient Mommy victory in the All-Star game, or are we going to be seeing a Team Kandy victory? Let's hear what you guys have to say. Also, 60 seconds left on the spectator delay. Definitely a lot of comfort picks all around the table here. Important to keep that in mind. That guy on his Aatrox, Ancient Mommy on Elise, Jeremy Flip on Set, SJ on Lux. Definitely everyone was able to kind of pick up something that they're pretty comfortable on, which you would hope to see in an All-Star game. So that's just something I'm definitely excited to check out these players on some of their go-to picks.
But with the spectator delay counting down, I'm so ready to see what happens. It's so exciting!
Okay, and actually maybe I see that I wasn't paying attention to the potential troll pick that we were talking about, because I was thinking it was going to be a Rumble support for Team Ancient Mommy, but it looks like it's going to be a Kiana support, so unless there's some sort of role swapping going.
Whatever it is, I'm with it.
Hey, I mean, I've heard worse ideas, to be honest. There's worse people hopefully you can play support. And if XDME is confident enough to whip it out here on the stage, then I'm ready to see it.
Mhm.
Also interesting to note is Lai Jialu is taking cleanse here, trying to protect himself from all that CC coming through from Team Ancient Mommy.
There's just so much going on. I wonder if we're gonna see anything specific. What is out here on this loading screen? Nothing out of the ordinary as far as like what I'm seeing here in summoner spells and runes. We do see the cleanse on the Ziggs, which is going to be very important when you're talking about having Ash there. And aside from that, everything else seems normal.
Yeah, definitely nothing jumping out as Troll here. Again, aside from the potential Kiana support we're going to be seeing, things looking pretty straightforward. Both these teams trying to put on a good performance here, being the winning All-Star team, potentially trying to grab that elusive All-Star MVP title, first ever from the ALS. Actually, we might have had one in Season 1. I'm actually not sure. Either way, you're in an elite company.
Yeah, so many high tier players here. I'm so ready. The spectator delay like kills me every time. I always want to get right into things.
Yeah, absolutely, but luckily don't have to wait anymore here as the All-Star game for the Season 2 Summer Split is underway. So are we going to be seeing the 5-point stars coming through? It's like pretty safe start here coming through from Team Kandy.
Pretty close to it, not quite getting into places on time.
Yeah, Jim Flip a little bit late, but I'm not going to end up paying for it at all. Few abilities being thrown around in the mid lane, but actually Black Oreo Cookies might find himself in a little bit of a bad spot, but Exasperated was not in a position to capitalize on that. Ooh, Flash is being blown. First blood picked up here from Cadenator.
Flash and barrier being used. Seems as though everything's gonna go back to normal now after that.
Yep, I'm just gonna see both junglers here start on their red camps. Potentially a little cheesy invade here. Not invade, but aggressive camp from Lai Jialu and SJ capping. As they do have this Tribush warded, but end up just backing off. Looking for an early level 2 gank mid though. Ancient Mommy. Looking to potentially cheese out his mid laner, but gonna be spotted out by that ward. Nothing's gonna come.
But it does mean that we'll be spotted actually on the other side as well by another ward there.
Another also interesting thing for this game is we do also see Ancient Mommy potentially ganking top in the meantime. That guy taking a little low, yeah.
Just yet.
Oh, the flash! Flashing the cocoon, amazing timing there, but looks like it's not going to quite be enough as Jeremy Flip will end up dropping. But just before that happened, I was saying, so long this season we've been debating who's the best top laner in the ALS, who's the best top laner in the ALS. I've consistently been making fun of that guy for being the second best top laner in the ALS, second to Jeremy Flip, of course. It's definitely a little of a grudge match between the two of them up here in this top lane.
And with all the talk that keeps going on, it's like it's always going to be like that between them.
Absolutely, and it would be interesting to see if Jeremy Flip was in that 1v1 tournament earlier, but was not there to participate. Did you see a little bit more skirmishing up in this top lane?
Oh, seems as though Inchimami's gonna hit the return gank up here, but will be spotted out and gives Jeremy Flip enough time, but Jeremy just doesn't seem to care.
Jeremy's gonna be just walking away. Meanwhile, Black Oreo Cookies find himself the wrong side of the rift as taken very low. Cocoon will land stun. Flashing the wrong direction will be taken down by Jeremy Flip, but at the same time, Exasperate taken very low, able to flash the wall, but Inchimami's right behind him.
Inchimami seems to have caught back up to that guy and now is trying to escape. Maybe might be looking for another kill. Cocoon is available again. Not quite landing on the Jeremy Flip, but it's gonna spell the end of that skirmish. Going once again to the favor of Team Inchimami.
It's already 4 kills, 2 picked up for the side of Team Inchimami, so definitely jumped out to a little bit of a gold advantage here. It is super early in this game, but oh, more fighting now in the top river. Inchimami taking low, hits the Cocoon onto Jeremy Flip. That guy now helping out his teammate. Inchimami gonna be dropped though. Jeremy Flip has that shield protecting him. Does not matter though as Black Oreo Cookies comes in to pick up the kill, making that a 1-for-1.
And double buffs going over to Oreo Cookies as well. To be noted. Oh no, over to that guy. What?
That guy, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why you said Black Oreo Cookies and I just followed you with it.
Black Oreo Cookies coming out to help. Either way, Black Oreo Cookies now finds himself potentially being engaged on, but Im Kandy underestimating the damage coming through a little bit, but not going to matter as his partner in crime, Exasperated, comes in to secure that.
And
he had it calculated.
TP coming out from Catnator as well, so I mean, I don't know what, I don't think they expected Black Oreo Cookies to kind of explode like that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna waste a teleport here. We'll pick up a little bit of that CS in the mid lane, but gonna end up just walking back down towards bot side. Catnator still up a little bit of CS despite that.
Has 2 kills as well, opting into the tier build.
Tier build on Ashe. What is that? You got man immune?
Yeah, they got the man immune into I believe Blade of the Ruined King or Runehands. I can't remember exactly the build, but I just know that a lot of AD carries are opting into the tier build lately.
Yeah, it's been really interesting to me as we see Inchimami actually find himself in a bad spot as that satchel charge will knock him towards Exasperated. Repel comes out. Meanwhile, Elijah Lu being taken out by Catnator and XDME. Cocoon will land. Another kill picked up from Team Inchimami, and this is actually starting to mount up to a pretty significant gold advantage. Exasperated running for his life. Probably going to end up being perfectly fine here, but Inchimami and XDME on the hunt.
You really got to be careful because Elijah Lu will be back there shortly.
But yeah, I've definitely been. Oh wow, Exasperated and ends up actually picking up the kill on Inchimami. So definitely a little bit over aggressive of a follow from him there.
It was. I don't even think it was a follow. I think it was more of just the fact that that Inchimami was heading back in that direction. Heading towards his side of the jungle and just happened to run into him there.
But yeah, I've been pretty intrigued with so many different AD carries picking up the tier. I feel like it started out with the Draven man immune build that really started coming up, and now we just started seeing it on so many different AD carries.
Yeah, like I've seen it on Ashe a couple times. I don't know I can't remember off the top of my head who else I've seen it from, but the Ashe arrow goes wide down bot lane.
Oh!
Which means XDME, who's not even 6 yet.
XDME blowing up XJ capping does fall as well in return, but definitely lots of explosive action down in this bot lane. That guy picking up a kill. Can he get the 1v2 onto Jeremy Flip? Big shields coming through as Set does, but it's super close, but Jeremy Flip's gonna pick it up for 1-for-1.
So close too. If that guy was able to dodge out the haymaker, he definitely, I feel, would have won that one.
Yeah, absolutely. That would have been huge for Team Inchimami too, is sending 2 members top lane just to get a double kill. But As I'm saying that, more action bot line. Jalu end up going to die as well. Black Oreo Cookies with a great roam down from the mid lane with Aint Kandy. Lots of action is being put in this bot lane. As we see more aggressive jungling coming through from Aint Kandy, trying to pick up this blue buff. Will secure it. Exasperate now. Finding himself in a bad spot. The light bonding will land on the Black Oreo Cookies, but SJ Capping now finds herself in a bad situation. XDME just flying at her face. Ku will miss, but it's not going to matter.
The tier now, the mana immune has been finished from Ashe, so that's going to start scaling very quickly. Oh, a very nice Shurima Shuffle.
Im Kandy putting XDME and Aint Kandy in a place they do not want to be. Picks up XDME. Aint Kandy able to kind of escape out the backside of that undetected. I actually didn't see him do that as well. I thought he must have died as well, but ends up slipping out.
And that's what I meant by in terms of like each of the players in this game have such great individual skill. Im Kandy able to land a beautiful flash Shurima Shuffle to push both of those champions into his team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ashe going wide.
Yeah, Ashe are missing Exasperate here, but it's not going to end up mattering probably. Oh, the flash actually coming through. Im Kandy here to protect his teammate. Going to deter Black Oreo Cookies from following up. It's been a very fast-paced game, and you wouldn't really expect much different from an All-Star game. Lots of action.
In the All-Star game, you're expecting the best of the best from the league. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now.
Black Oreo Cookies heading back towards this mid lane, gonna catch this wave. Aint Kandy's done out the Rift Herald. This is honestly a pretty solid move. He's had such good presence in the jungle. Really, just I feel like he's been definitely keeping Exasperate on the back, but we've seen Exasperate have a couple ganks on the top lane. Hasn't really had too much success at it either. Did have a nice cleanup on Black Oreo Cookies in the mid lane too, but all in all, I'd say Aint Kandy has had the first step. He will take down this Herald. Mid lane. Black Oreo Cookies not gonna drop as the cocoon will land on Exasperated.
Unfortunately, Black Oreo Cookies was overheated, otherwise they probably could have turned that for a kill. But it doesn't even matter because XDME's Kiana is here taking 2 tower shots, but will trade 2 for 1 there.
Yeah, Ignite will tick down, taking down Kandy, and the Herald will be popped, and this is going to be a big play for Team Aint Kandy. This is going to be a lot of turret plates, and first tower maybe even. Maybe not first tower, Jeremy Flip is here, but that's going to be a lot of plates picked up, a lot of gold. Hell, going to be used to dodge that set skill.
That Haymaker is so dangerous. Like, it hits so really, really hard.
Oh, Catinator end up gonna be sniped by the Lux ultimate. Well played there from the bot lane for Team Kandy.
I thought
XDME.
But it was just like after getting slowed by the Lux singularity, it's like it's really hard to dodge out of that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Oh, top lane, that guy finds himself being surrounded by members from Team Kandy here. Gonna be in a 1v3 situation, starting out pretty low, not sure as much he's gonna be able to do here. It does a lot of chunking damage on Exasperated, but there's just too many members.
But he does quite a lot of damage, so you can't like count him out, even though he's in a situation like that, nearly picking up Exasperated there. Teleport coming in from Im Kandy to protect this mid lane after losing yet another tower plate.
Yeah, I feel like it's really felt like Team Aint Kandy has had the upper, like the first, like the quicker step here, and it definitely is showed with the gold and kill advantage that they have. But honestly, Team Kandy's been doing a great job as well of having their own counter punches, and really, if they haven't been playing as proactive as they have been, this game would be way out of hand at this point. So it's definitely a good quality game from both sides, and excited to see how it progresses here.
And with Dragon coming up and like looking at the gold differences, it's like a lot of where Team Ancient Rami's gold is currently is in the AD carry and the jungle.
Yeah, Ancient Rami's been doing all kinds of work, honestly, and obviously Catinator, absolutely huge on this Ashe. Did end up falling to SJ moments before. Oh, not gonna get the steal with the Lux Ultimate. Exasperate now getting absolutely blown up. Team Kandy is running for the hills, but oh, lots of damage coming return on XDME. Im Kandy now in the backline, trying to make something happen, but is gonna get dropped himself. And this fight is just honestly pretty even back and forth. Light Binding will land on the Ancient Mami, and it's gonna be a 2 for 2. Black Order Cookie might actually drop as well. Flash coming through from Lai Xiaolu, but he's gonna escape with just a sliver of HP.
A lot of abilities being thrown back and forth in these very, very messy team fights. That's what we like to see, because those are the ones that are most exciting.
Yeah, that was a crazy fight, honestly. That was all over the place.
I don't know who was going to win that fight, because it was like, it looked as though Team Ancient Mami really had it there at the beginning, and then they just clapped it right back.
Yeah, lots of damage honestly came through from Lai Xiaolu and SJ by the end of the bot river, but Ancient Mami overstaying a little bit, gonna get exploded. Meanwhile, top lane, Jeremy Flip diving the turret to pick up the kill onto that guy, but is now in a sticky situation himself. The stun will miss from XDME. Oh! Almost outplays that to pick up his teammate from the regular season, Black Warrior Cookies, but will just be 1 for 1.
It's not often these guys get to see each other like in a setting like this.
And it's definitely interesting to see, as we do see it. Catinator potentially might be getting dive bot, but interesting to see the teammates go against each other for sure.
The Enchanted Crystal Arrow is available, so I don't know if that's something that they want to go for. Oh, an instant cleanse, and almost taking out Lai Xiaolu, escaping with, I believe, about 8 health?
Yeah, that's pretty close. Lai Xiaolu almost getting taken down for another 1 for 1. We see a lot of 1 for 1s with these outnumbered tries, with people trying, down a member or so, but not going to end up being another one there. As close as it was. Catinator picking up a couple deaths at this point, despite how massive of a lead he has. That lead's honestly not really existent anymore. Lai Xiaolu's picked up a couple kills now. CS, this is evened out, so XDME, almost getting dropped there by XJ. But the bot lane's evened out a lot.
And despite that, it's still about a 3,000 gold difference, like team gold difference. But now this is interesting, seeing as how Ashe, our Catinator's Ashe has picked up Iceborne Gauntlet alongside the Manamune. Like, I don't think
all kinds of slows.
Like, although it's not completely unheard of, because like even like checking back into Ashe's older build histories, remember when the Essence Reaver Triforce build was a thing?
Definitely an interesting build coming out. Been all kinds of slows coming through. Ancient Mami though drops very low. Gust of Repel gonna stay alive for the time being. That guy trying to do some work 1v2. Oh, actually picks up Exasperated before dying. Im Kandy. Jeremy Flip honestly just coming in to pretty much save that fight for Team Kandy, but Ancient Mami's still alive, didn't actually end up dropping there. Gonna be eating some fruit from that plant there, trying to get a little bit of HP to help out Black Order Cookies, but he does not need assistance.
I think the craziest part about that was the fact that Jeremy Flip's Haymaker hit that guy over the wall.
Oh, at the Herald Pit?
Yeah, in the Herald Pit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Team Kandy does get aced there. And quickly this game is like going into more and more into the favor of Team Ancient Mami with a now 5,000 team gold lead.
Absolutely. My prediction looking a little bit, my confident prediction I'll say. I was pretty confidently predicting Team Kandy here, so I'm looking a little, I'm feeling a little uneasy here so far, as I do try to be correct in my predictions, but it's not over yet, so hopefully I'll be rooting for Team Kandy to come back and pick this up. As Exasperated, probably gonna get one shot here. Actually, gonna just jump right away. XDME maybe messing up that combo a little bit, but
well, the supreme display of talent just didn't land at all. So
Yeah. Exasperated though, once again walking into a couple members of Team Ancient Mama. You're gonna pop his ult though, able to walk right away. So not gonna end up dying. Dragon is spawning in here though in just a few seconds. Just spawning in now. Kandy trying to get fancy 1v4. Not really sure exactly what he was thinking there, but gonna end up paying for his life and probably paying with the dragon.
And it was a lot. It looked like he was about to outplay it, but then it's like it just did not have the health to do it.
You're right. I almost thought he he looked pretty confident with what he was doing. I thought maybe he had something up his sleeve, but just too many members honestly for Team Ancient Reality.
I want to know what Katnator's build is. Looks like maybe going adaptive home, I guess, to keep Kandy's soldiers from, or even Elijah Alu's constant bombs from blowing him up.
Oh, great job! They're actually gonna end up being 1-for-1 once again from XDME, but the rest of his team is able to pick up the second kill there. Onto SJ. Lijalu now probably gonna end up walking away, but the slows just keep coming through from Katnator. And it's been very interesting, honestly. XDME, it keeps looking like he's gonna make these great plays, and a lot of times just ends up absolutely exploding somebody, but then just absolutely dying himself right afterwards.
It's real funny to watch. I like it.
It is. I'm enjoying it.
I'm sure the viewers are enjoying it as well. But taking a quick look at the vision score across the board, not the vision score, but just the vision that's on the map currently. It's like a lot that's going on, and there's like 3, count them, 3 pink wards on that top side of the river, or top side of the map.
I'd like to quickly apologize. Does seem we're having some technical difficulties trying to get this stream back up live as quickly as possible for you guys. We will be working on that behind the scenes, but we'll try to bring some shoutcasting and to you guys in the meantime. Keep you guys updated on what's going on. Exasperated once again, seeming absolutely exploded by multiple members from Team Ancient Mami. Things definitely looking worse and worse here for the side of Team Kandy. They were definitely holding on for a while, but you can definitely feel the momentum in the favor of Team Ancient Mami. It does look like we have the broadcast back up for you guys, so sorry about those technical difficulties.
But there's several members of Team Ancient Mami up here who might be looking to dive SJ capping and Jerry reflip. I don't think that's going to be quite the case, but there's definitely a lot of pressure that's being drawn up here right now with the presence of all of these champions.
We're seeing dive pings now. The cocoon will land onto Im Kandy. Will be forced to Shurima shuffle on out. Will save his life, but XDME will be taking out as well as Katnator. So that was a huge misplay on the side of Team Ancient Mami. Trying to make that play will end up being an 0 for 2 though.
That's unfortunate. You hate to see those.
Yeah, definitely. It would seem a little bit aggressive as we'll just be completely turret diving the members from Team Kandy. And it definitely proved to be.
Ancient Mami was able to get the return kill on Exasperated and possibly get the school buff? Nope, it resets and they are able to save it. Huh.
So, amongst all the action, so many kills been going through, Team Ancient Mami has also been able to pick up all 3 of the first drakes of the game, so they are on Ocean Soul Point here. We'll be spawning in about a minute and a half. That guy taking down that top outer turret, but definitely going to have lots of eyes for both of these teams on the next objective. Enchanted Crystal Air landing onto Im Kandy, but able to shuffle right on out. SJ capping, though, not quite as fortunate as she will be taken down. Ancient Mami trying to repel onto Im Kandy. Oh, a little bit of a failed ultimate there. Jeremy Flip now coming in with the ultimate. Oh, lots of damage coming through. Exasperated on the flank as well, and they just absolutely delete the members from Team Ancient Mami.
Team Ancient Mami can't be taking fights like that. Although Although they do have the three dragons, and the fourth one is coming up in a minute, as well as the 6K gold lead. They keep taking fights like that, they will end up throwing this game.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a big play for Team Kandy, especially Jeremy Flip is flying in there. Absolutely clutch. It's definitely good, though, for Team Mami that it wasn't quite a little bit later, that they are going to get a chance to respawn and come back to this dragon and have another fight for this objective. So, Jeremy Flip now grabbing in Black Oreo cookies. Zonius is coming out, but he's so overextended right now by himself. And that's going to be a member down now for this Drake.
And a 1,000 gold shutdown going straight to Jeremy Flip, and we've already seen what he can do with something like that.
Absolutely, and now comes the question, do you contest this if you're Team Ancient Mami? I mean, you definitely want this Ocean Soul, but you're down a member now, and you do not want to end up throwing your lead with a thrown team fight here.
And Team Ancient Mami has to watch Jeremy Flip, who just TP'd in on the side.
I'm surprised Team Kandy hasn't started this Drake up. 5 seconds left on Black Oreo cookies.
And if they keep stalling this, they're gonna end up losing this dragon.
Yeah.
But it is worth noting that Ancient Mami is a level above Exasperated, so it's very possible that they might go for this steal, the sacrificial steal. Which
Ancient Mami
not able to get it in smite range, going a little bit too early on that, and costing the life of several members of Team Ancient Mami.
Ancient Mami went in a little bit too early there, did not have vision, I think, on the Drake. Tried to burst it down, but ended up being popped before he got the chance to smite it.
And again, this Ashe build is real weird. Like, you see a tank, it's pretty much tank Ashe, and the entire source of damage is coming from the Muramana.
Bramble Vest. That is definitely interesting. But they are now turning onto the bear, and we saw the light bonding land on the Black Oreo cookies. Im Kandy now looking for some shuffle action, ends up picking up the kill. Looking for more now as they turn towards that guy. Sand shoulders being flown all over the place. Jeremy Flip now way ahead of his team, gonna end up picking up that guy, looking for more on the Catinator. Going to end up diving the turret. Meanwhile, XDME on the backline, picking up SJ capping on the flank. Gonna get that return kill, but all in all, big swing here for Team Kandy, and looks like maybe a swing in tempo of this game.
And that 6,000 gold lead was very quickly evened up with those last couple of fights.
And it goes back to that one play in the mid lane when Jeremy Flip just flew in with his ultimate and really turned that fight around. Ever since then, we saw Black Oreo cookies get caught out in the mid lane, being pushed up too far. A little bit of a misplay there. And also just a really good job from Team Kandy around these objectives. Picked up the dragon, made a good Baron bait there to pick up a couple more kills. So past few minutes have definitely been all Team Kandy.
Seems as though Team Kandy is grouping up yet again here for this mid lane. A lot of waves there coming out.
Oh, XDME catching out Im Kandy as the enchanted arrow also lands, and that is a dead mid laner for Team Kandy. And now they are on the run. Lots of damage coming through from the equalizer. And oh, that guy TPing in, maybe looking for a flank. This turret is here, but he's gonna catch off Lai Jalu. Gonna hit a couple knockups. XDME flying back in, getting lots of damage down. Exasperating, absolutely exploded. And this is a 3 for 0, and probably their eyes gonna be turned towards Baron.
I don't know. They're all kind of low. I don't know if they go for that with SJ Captain blowing the laser. They just might, especially now that the threat of that is gone.
Yeah, it's down. It's just Jeremy Flip. It is possible Jeremy Flip could somehow get in there and do some damage. He does have ultimate available. As you're saying, teammates are always pretty low here. They don't have any vision.
And I don't think you 1v5s that there. Even with SJ Captain and the incoming on Kandy, I don't think they finish it in time. Oh, the call was not to burn it. Weird. But they
Baron will
do
be
get
taken
it.
down. Not much of a fight ends up breaking out. Jeremy Flip went in pretty deep there, but Aint Kandy kind of just was able to get out of the pit, only sacrificing Aint Kandy and picking up the Baron. So definitely going to be a little bit of a swing back in the favor of Aint Kandy, as they do have a Baron power play in effect here for the next couple minutes. This All-Star game is definitely living up to the hype, for sure. It looked like Team Aint Kandy was going to kind of just slowly snowball the game down, but Team Kandy came back with a vengeance, and now it's flipping back and forth.
And I still say it's very even.
Yeah, absolutely. And the next big thing, though, is going to be the next attempt at this Ocean Soul, because only 50 seconds now left. You fend off the Soul once, but then a couple minutes later, you got to do it again. And never seems quite long enough, honestly, but 30 seconds left, and they got another take at this.
Yep. And I'm ready to see how they set this up, because there's a lack of vision on both sides, or a lack of sufficient vision, I'll say, on both sides on this thing.
And you'd think that Team Aint would be able to get the lane prio in mid and bot, but Sand Shoulder from Im Kandy are absolutely just shredding these Baron minions, honestly. We'll end up getting priority in the lane, but as we do see them heading down towards this objective. Still don't have bot prio, but Aint missing the flash cocoon.
I don't even know why I went for the flash cocoon rather than just waiting for it. Team wasn't
very
there to
true.
follow him.
TP now coming in on the backside, though. Jeremy Flip a little bit out on an island by himself. I'm not sure if Team Kandy can really contest this anymore.
It's available. Could get a big team fight since they're all sitting there in the river.
Elijah Alu being taken down, and they really just gotta concede this at this point. As unfortunate as it is to give up an Ocean Soul.
And the Kiana, like XDME's Kiana, is not to be messed with. There's like so much damage coming out from her between the Edge of Night, Umbral Glaive, and the Guardian Angel. That's plenty of AD and more than enough lethality to pop anybody without armor.
Yeah, while lots of his dives have resulted in him in a death, he has looked quite clean on this champion, I must say.
Yeah, I haven't seen him on the champion before, but Jesus, like really coming through right now.
Oh, Cocoon almost landing on the Kandy there, but the Enchanted Crystal Era will land. Able to shuffle right on out, but loses a chunk with HP. But definitely saving his life. But the siege is going to still continue from the side of Team Aint Kandy. They're looking for an inhibitor. And it looks like they're going to get it too. Oh, actually lots of wave clear coming through. Jeremy Flip trying to scare him off. Will end up doing so. They still got a little bit more time. Actually, Baron buff has timed out, so that might be the end of this push. No inhibitor. But they do pick up the Ocean Soul, so
I was expecting just the pressure for the soul, because now we can start looking towards the Elder Dragon in the next 4.5 minutes. But we have Baron coming up sooner than that, so we're probably going to see a big fight over that when that spawns.
Definitely a very intense game here being delivered to us by our Season 2 Summer Split ALS All-Stars.
Once again, a 5,000 gold lead, but most of that 5,000 gold lead is coming from the top lane. So it's like, when you're missing out on Jeremy Flip in any fight, it's really Team Aint Kandy favored. Because 3,000 of that 5,000 gold lead that Aint Kandy has is like taken away from simply from that.
Oh, Exasperated now. A little bit of a bad spot, forced to pop his ultimate. Will get away. XDME really playing super aggressive, looking for all these kinds of picks with his Kiana. Really keeping the pressure up and keeping Team Kandy on their back heels as they're walking around the rift rather. Yeah, just over a minute left here on the Baron. It'll be back on the map. So we see Team Aint Kandy able to get pretty much complete control over this topside jungle.
Finally, we're seeing a second damage item coming out from Catinator.
What's he got? Zeal?
Zeal, it's gonna be a
going
Zeal
for
item.
Zeal item, true. Teammate Mami not really waiting for this Baron, trying to keep the pressure up, getting prio in this mid lane, getting prio in this top jungle, trying to put the pressure on this mid turret. Got that guy in the bot lane TP available. TP not quite available on the set, on Jeremy Flip's set, so gonna have a little window here. But I'm pretty sure by the time Baron gets up, TP should be pretty close to available on Jeremy Flip, so may not end up mattering. Lots of members now being sent bot here for Team Kandy. Not sure if this is the move. It is going to be very hard for them to penetrate the top side jungle, though. Look at XDME just sitting there in that bush, waiting for some unsuspecting victim. Catnair, though, being jumped on by Kandy and Exasperated, going to be taken out. XDME trying to get some vengeance, will drop Exasperated, but once again dies in the process. Has GA, though. Jeremy Flip now coming in for a big play. Onto that guy, pretty much out on the island by himself, though. Does get that shield for the shutdown, but is going to end up being 1-for-1, as no members from Team Kandy are there to help him out. End up going to be a 2-for-2, so pretty even back and forth, but this game is definitely on a knife's edge.
So much just happened there. A lot of gold being traded back and forth, but it seems to still go in the favor of Team Mami for the moment.
And they're starting up the Baron too, and that's without Catnator. I mean, again, Catnator not building full damage, but they got no AD to take this out. Are doing it pretty quick though, and doesn't look like Team Kandy is really aware of this. They aren't suspecting this.
Not a shred of vision over there, and they probably think they're resetting.
Yeah. And there's no blue trinkets on the side of actually Lashali does have a blue trinket, but not available as he is.
Oh, now they're smelling something's wrong here.
Yeah, but it's too late for sure, as those Baron and Power recalls are helping them get back to base and set up for this second push.
And Catnator blowing TP to make sure that it goes down. Finishing the rapid fire cannon to even out that build. Like, that build is absurdly cheap too to build, because you know tanks always have cheaper builds than damage builds.
That is a funny build, honestly. Adaptive helm.
You're absurdly difficult to kill.
Oh, Exasperated. Gonna find himself in a bad spot. Jumps away, but the flash comes through from Catnator, and the damage looks like it is gonna be there. So that's gonna be one down now for this Baron push. I'm not sure if Team Kandy's gonna be able to withstand the second Baron this time. Im Kandy is definitely getting big on this Azir, but if they're able to hold off this uninhibitor here on this Baron, then they're definitely in a solid position. But they got to rotate mid and cut off this push. Looks like they're gonna do it.
Bot's pushing as well. You can't count that out. Even
top lane. XDME gonna be taken out in a 1v1. Ends up getting somehow baited into 1v1 with Jeremy Flip. Not sure if he ran to that by accident, but meanwhile, Elder Dragon, uncontestable. Oh, almost picked off there, but the Smite Secure does come in. Jeremy Flip now going 1v3 on the backline, trying to do all he can, but he is no match for three members of Team Mami with the Elder Dragon. And Team Kandy now just running back for their lives. You don't usually see a set drop that quickly.
No, especially with the Haymaker there as well. Well, the Haymaker shield was huge. It was massive.
Three members plus Elder Dragon equals dead set. And that's going to be a mid inhib.
Yep, and they might look towards his bot inhib as well, looking at the way that the waves are postured.
Yeah, and this is the base going to end up being cracked, and this is what... I mean, 37 minutes into the game, Team Kandy's been doing a great job of defending their base, especially through that first Baron push, but it's going to end up being a second inhib being dropped here. Flash Cocoon not going to land this time again from Aint Kandy, but it does not matter at all.
I need someone to go back and see how many Flash Cocoons there were.
True, he spread a lot of those.
Yeah, there were a lot of those happening this game. Whether they hit or missed, I don't care. I just want to see how many of them there were.
Yeah, lots of Baron-powered cannon minions here, just bearing down onto that first Nexus turret. Gonna fall as well as SJ Capping to that Elder buff, and Team Ancient Mommy looking to take down this All-Star game. Jeremy Flip trying to do something, trying to get onto Catinator, but Elder Dragon is still up. Does take down Catinator, but not going to survive the day. Dash Spread falling as well. Elijah Lu flashing towards his fountain. And this is definitely going to be the game here. Death Hour's way too long. And Team Ancient Mommy is going to finish backing their stat lines a little bit here. Might end up diving the fountain, but Team Ancient Mommy is going to take down the Season 2 Summer Split All-Star game.
Actually ended up getting him with the Elder buff in the base. And that's going to do it for our All-Star game.
Absolutely. That was such an amazing game, honestly. So very entertaining to cast, and I'm sure to watch for everyone in the Twitch chat. Team Kandy did a great job of coming back in that game from down a little bit about a gold, but fought off a Baron. Did a good job, but at the end of the day, Team Ancient Mommy going to pick up that second Baron, that Elder Dragon, and the victory in the All-Star game. So I believe we could get an interview here with one of the members from Team Ancient Mommy. Bear with us just one moment as you are trying to get this worked out as quickly as possible for everybody.
Hello?
And there he is, the man himself, the captain of the winning team of the All-Star game. How you doing?
Pretty good. It was great to win All-Star games again, 2 times in a row, and again with that guy. It was pretty fun.
True. You had that guy in Season 1?
Yes, I had him.
True.
Top lane too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you guys played great game here. I'd originally predicted Team Kandy win, but you definitely proved me wrong. You guys,
yeah, I wanted to prove you wrong. Yeah, that's the whole point, bro.
Well, once again, go ahead, bro.
I think the first and foremost thing, even before we start getting into like the big boy questions, was the Ashe. Like Catinator's Ashe build. We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, actually, Catinator wanted to play Ashe, but I just picked Ashe for him. So he was building his what is it called? His stuff, I guess. He just built what he wants to. So, well, I think next interview with him, maybe you should ask him in detail about it because, well, I cannot read his mind, but he just wanted to build tanky items and just not die during team fights because they got Azera and who is it? The maze thing. Ziggs. Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Ziggs.
Yeah.
I want to know what's going on through his head, honestly. But you can take the next one if you want. Kinder. Unless Kinder's dead, and then I guess I get to ask another question.
My mic was muted. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was just wondering, what was it like to play against your teammates with against Im Kandy and Elijah Lu?
Well, again, they were playing late game champs. Scale that needs a scaling. So I try to pressure them with all skills I have, even with sums. I just flash E, even though I didn't get it all the time. So I just try to pressure them all the time so they don't take experiences and CS. Yeah, especially to Kandy because I know him.
Because you know what he can do late game.
Me and Brown were commenting on the sheer number of those flash cocoons we saw going out from you. So that was definitely a fun one to watch for sure.
It had to be like on cooldown, like off cooldown, like you were just hitting flash cocoon.
Yeah, and I'm happy that the XDME was playing aggressive on experimented jungle. So he was living in jungle all the time, and that's why we.
Oh, we lost him.
We lost him.
Hopefully, we can get him back real quick
We
to
lost.
finish up this interview. But in the meantime, definitely it's a great game from pretty much everyone on the side of Team HML. I hope we got him back here.
You good, friend?
Oh, did you guys hear me?
You cut
Yeah,
out
you-
there. You just disconnected.
Oh, really? I just wanted to shout out to XDME because he was living in my jungle. I mean, experimented his jungle for most of times after the laning phase. So, yeah, I appreciate the team gap in overall. Better draft, I guess.
I don't know. I was with your draft from the beginning, so I mean, I can get behind that.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Brown, do you have any further questions for the captain of the victory team?
No, I've asked what I wanted to ask.
All right. Well, real quick before we let you go, Angel Maui, since we have you in here,
Sure.
the voting has commenced in the background, and we have named the ALS has named you the All-Star MVP.
Oh, really? Thank you so
Yes,
much.
Congratulations on that.
Well, I don't think I deserve it. Like, it was team gap overall. So I was doing what I had to do in early game as Ellie's jungle. Yeah, but I appreciate for the MVP.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great game to watch, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, and I want to shout out to all the Team Candy's player too.
Oh, all the other All-Stars? Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's a great game.
All stars. Right, thank you guys.
Appreciate it. Thanks for joining us. All right. Well, what an absolutely amazing game to finish off this All-Star event, honestly.
The All-Star event's always my favorite one to come and help out with. So
yeah, I mean, and we saw it was a lot of great action throughout the night. Honestly, we the finals of the the 1v1 tournament. Whoever did not catch that, definitely go back and watch that. Between that guy and Black Oreo Cookies, it was absolutely intense. But yeah, it was a great 1v1 tournament. Thank you for everyone who participated in that. Thank you for everyone who supported Team Caster in the Casters versus Captains game. I'm sure if there was anybody out there rooting for us, appreciate that.
Reminder to ban Lily in all of your games.
Absolutely. And thank you to all the All-Stars who came out today and put on a great show for us. Some great content to wrap up the All-Star event. You got anything else to throw in here as a conclusion, Brown, or are we good?
We're good. So we're just gonna see everybody next week, and or no, for this weekend because today's Friday. My entire timeline is messed up. So we'll see everybody. We'll see everybody tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see everyone in about 12 hours. You know, gonna sign off here, get some sleep, and then get ready for week 8 because we got some hot playoff action or playoff race action coming up. As there's only 2 weeks left in the regular split, so. Catch some Z's, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and we will catch you guys tomorrow for week 8.